And this will be a big game, as it could be a record-breaking night, an 11-game win streak, tied for the longest win streak, so they could go ahead. Meanwhile, 9-0, their first time in history. And Eastern wins the tip. Davis, he had a big night on Thursday. He got 1,000 points. His 1,000 points, so a big milestone for him. Allegri and the Wildcats caught up. It will be a Weber State ball. AJ Cunningham. And our Numerica starting lineup for Weber State is Steven Verplanken, KJ Cunningham, Alex Chu, Dylan Jones, and Dyson Kohler. The 3-ball from Cunningham. No good. And Cunningham had a career-high 12 points on Thursday. As we take a look at the Numerica starting lineup for the Eagles: Tyrese Davis, Steele Venters, Ethan Price, Angelo Allegri, and Casey Jones, a Washington product. Scoreless here from Reese Court. Both teams trying to settle in from way downtown. That one well short. And the Flight Club behind me, we're going to hear them all night coming out to support the Eagles. And Eastern looked, I guess you could say, sluggish on Thursday out of the gate, so that's something that they don't want to find themselves in a hole. While Weber State on Thursday was hot out of the gate. Casey Jones. Botting up, he'll go get the first basket of the night. Jones is 6th in rebounding in the Big Sky. He's worked his way into the lineup out of Sammamish, Washington. Cunningham feeding Chu down low. Price botting up. And an extra step as Chu called for travel. Good job by Price, putting the pressure on him, forcing the mistake. In the last game, Price had 10 rebounds. 3rd time in his career. Steele Venters off the hoop, and the Wildcats get the rebound. Chu. Cunningham tried to get the bounce pass. It went off the boot of Allegri. Wildcats ball from the baseline. Dylan Jones decides to throw it up. That one short into the hands of Allegri. He feeds Price down low. Price unable to hold on to it, as the Wildcats will take over. These two squads splitting the year last year. However, Weber State is ahead in the overall 50-28 in the history that these two teams have faced each other. Chu once again down low. Price. Good defense by Price, standing his ground. However, Dylan Jones with the rebound and the bucket, as we're all tied up at 2 with 16:30 left. Steele Venters out of Ellensburg, Washington. Price from deep. And a bit of a body off of the ball. Here's a look at Price just standing up, but Jones found the ball and put it back up, and that's something that Eastern definitely wants to limit. It's going to be a very defensive game. Jones picked up his first personal for the Eagles. Baseline jumper off the mark. Venters with the rebound. He's going to slow it up. And Chu picks it away, gives it to Jones. They broke the zone, and Weber State got the takeaway. 2-2 here, less than 16 to play in the first. We're back at Reese Court, and here's a look at the turnover. Chu giving it to Jones as we take a look at our Washington Lottery keys to the game for the Wildcats. They need to rule the boards. They're 9-1 when leading in rebounds, and Jones is leading the Big Sky in rebounds, and they need to get the offense working early. They're 9-0 when they score over 70 points. Meanwhile, the Eagles, they need to be patiently aggressive. So what I mean is they need to get the good looks, don't force anything. That was a big thing in Thursday's win, is picking the times to attack and limiting turnovers. The Wildcats are forcing almost 13 turnovers against their opponents, and Eastern has had 11 or less in the last 5 games, which has been part of that winning formula. So what just happened cannot happen throughout this game. And Coach Riley would agree. As Steven Verplanken at the line makes his first as the Wildcats take the lead, and he makes his second as well. And Steele Venters picked up his first personal. Of course, he was the one that got the ball taken away from him, so limited 2, but the Wildcats walked away with 2. It's been a low-scoring game. Eastern just 25% from the floor, 1 for 4. The Wildcats 1 for 6 as we have a tied game. Davis, nice roll off the fingertips. Ballard in the game, and there was foul off the ball. Dylan Jones going to pick up his first personal. Here's a look at that. Jones, he was clearly moving and ran into Jones. This is two Jones that are impact players, Dylan Jones and Casey Jones for the Eagles. Davis kicks it out to Price. Venters. Jones. 3 seconds on the shot clock. A great feed. Jones to Allegri as the shot clock was about to expire. The Eagles take the lead, and when we said they need to be patiently aggressive, that is exactly what we're talking about. Instead of forcing the shot, instead of forcing it to the hoop. In Allegri's post-game interview, he said it great. When you move the ball, you give the ball energy. And when you give the ball energy, it finds its way into the hoop. So a colorful way to put it. AJ Cunningham will pick up his first personal. Jones and Davis. Or Price and Davis, rather, stepping off. Eric Stroop and Coward now on the court for the Eagles. And Eric Stroop, he's been looking great as Steel Venter's shot from the baseline. Eagles take the 4-point lead with under 14 left in the half. The Eagles are a lot more deep of a team in general. Verplanken brings the Wildcats within 2. Eric Stroop couldn't quite get the right angle. Jones with the rebound. Wildcats putting a bit too much heat on that one. Off the fingertips of big man Anjay Tumba. Tumba, 6'11", 3-ball. Venters now has 5 points. Venters has been in double figures 17 of the last 22 games. And he's had 5 games of 20-plus points. Ballard brings the Wildcats within 2. The bounce pass a bit off the mark as the Wildcats will take over from the baseline. Good job by Casey Jones, standing his ground, taking the hit as Zahir Porter lost control of it. Here's a look at that. Jones just sticking in there. No harm, no foul, out of bounds, and an Eastern ball. And Coward is somebody that Riley says as a Swiss Army knife as he knocks down the 3-ball. 5-point lead, under 12 to go in the half. Ballard from beyond the arc, off the iron. Venters pulling back. Nice give and go. Eric Stroop, though, blocked. Kind of put his hands up. He thought there might have been some contact on that one. Jones, pull up from the free throw line and sinks the J. That brings Weber State within 3. Venters found open. Can't get it to go, but Coward coming down with the rebound. Allegri. Try again. Venters can't get it, but Allegri coming up big. He had 17 points last game, and he's had 15 games out of 22 in double figures. And he's also 10th in the Big Sky in rebounds. Answering back, Verplanken. Verplanken leading the Wildcats with 6 points. And Ballard breaking it up. So Eagles with the lead, 10:06 left in the half. Today's game is presented by I. Bailey, the official business advisor of Eagle Athletics, proud to support small businesses throughout Eastern Washington and the nation, and Washington's Lottery. 2 ties, 2 lead changes. The Eagles currently ahead by 4 points, and Dylan Jones limited right now to 4 points, and he is number 1 in the Big Sky in rebounds, averaging 15.4 points a game, and he's on track to be the Big Sky Player of the Year. He's leading the Wildcats in scoring, rebounds, assists, and steals. He's 7th in the Big Sky in scoring, 3rd in steals, 4th in assists, so he's really all over the place. So that's something that the Eagles definitely want to limit the impact he can make in this game. We're back underway. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Stroud turns around in the fadeaway, gets it to go. 19-13, under 10 left in the half. Stroud stepping in and making a great impact as Weber State answers back. That was Verplanken. That's something that the Wildcats are finding is depth, as they can't just rely on Dylan Jones. As for Plinken, he also had 17 points on Thursday, and he's been in double figures 17 of 21 games this season, and he's had double figures 11 out of the past 12 games. So for Plinken, starting to get rolling as the Wildcats find depth. From the baseline. Price back into the game, and he drops it down. Botting up on Chu, working his way to the rim. 21-15. Eastern with the 6-point lead. And Jones is just a sophomore. Kohler finding the lane, keeping it close. And Ellis Magnuson in the game, and he's been doing a great job of fighting for minutes. He's coming off the bench earlier and earlier. We saw that on Thursday in their 81-68 win against Idaho State. And that must have been a special game from him. He's a Boise, Idaho native. Inbounded Davis. So Davis picks up his first personal. Ryan Holmes, Dung Sturdivant, and Scott Debo, the men in stripes tonight. And how about that? Cunningham making space for himself, and with the quick pull-up, it brings the Wildcats within 2. Price being fed down low. Can't quite get it to drop, but he'll be heading to the charity stripe. Eastern Washington with the 2-point lead.
Peaks of the Rocky Mountains to the Golden Coast in the Pacific Northwest. We've blazed our own path forward. We've climbed to the highest peaks. We've reached the summit despite all odds stacked against us. Through consistent hard work and fiery competition on the field of play and in the classroom, we've held each other to a standard worthy of our namesake. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner with the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
The road can be a crazy place. That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Come on, Lucky Charm. Enough with the textbook.
You're up 1,100 and I got a test tomorrow.
What's more important, Me winning a jackpot today or your entire future sometime in the future. Besides, how hard could it be? Go ahead. Quiz me.
Fine. What's the square root of 349?
18.682. I just wasted my luck, didn't I?
That is Eastern Washington and Weber State matchup. Well, the Wildcats lead the total series 50-29, but currently Eastern has won 4 of the last 5, including their latest win, which was last year. Their last meeting, Eagles won 75-67 on February 10th, and that was here in Cheney on Reese Court. And it's a close one tonight. A 2-point game, and if I'm Eastern, you have to be happy about it. It was a close game through the first half, and their win against Idaho State on Thursday. So Eastern has now won 13 consecutive games at Reese Court, and that dates back to February of last year. So it's the longest streak in program history since joining the D1 ranks. And they are on an 11-game winning streak currently, so that streak is tied for the longest in school history at the Division I level. So they can pull out the dub tonight in front of the home crowd. It will be record-breaking. Price goes 1 for 2 from the line. And Dyson Kohler driving the baseline. A good move by Kohler. Starting this game, both teams were really cold. Their averages well below. Coward throwing it down. Great pass from Jello and almost picked up, but Coward got the ball and throws it down in the home crowd. Loving that as Eastern Washington takes the 3-point lead. Jones putting it to Chu, and Ballard going up, and Jello comes down with it. Davis driving. An offensive foul on Tyrese Davis. Here we'll see that again. They
second personal foul, 15 foul for Weber State.
Are going to return it first. They were pointing Eastern's way, and Davis was like, what are you talking about? As Jones was clearly moving, so he heads to the line. For the shot. Sometimes refereeing is teamwork. Great breakup by Allegri. Chu opened, wide open down low. And there Allegri putting just enough on it that Chu could not hold on to it. So Eagles with the breakup and the ball as Allegri takes the shot from beyond the arc and splash. Allegri now with 8 in this ball game. Coming out of the break, Eastern Washington shooting 56.3%, 42.9% from beyond the arc. Coward picking up his first personal as Ballard heads to the charity stripe.
David Eric Scottsfield Ventures and Casey Jones all back in from the Eagles.
Trio of Eagles check into the game. There we saw foul by Coward that puts Ballard at the line.
Interstate foul on number 3, A.J. Cunningham, his second.
Cunningham picking up his second.
Dylan Jones back in. Interstate.
And a lot on the line in this game, and we're seeing that effort in the form of fouls. Is Jones with the inbound to Eric Stroop. Allegri pass to Eric Stroop. He wasn't expecting it, and it goes off of Eric Stroop out of bounds as Weber State will take over. Blanken decides to take the shot, and Eric Stroop tipping it to Davis. And the Wildcats attacking Davis and are able to force the turnover. Verplanken's shot off the iron. Eric Stroop in the quick turnaround. Venters knew he didn't have the angles and pulls back. Eric Stroop being fed down low. He's bodied up by Chu. He kicks it out to Jones. Porter breaking it up, and there is 7 seconds left on the shot clock. So we knew this would be a defensive game, and we're definitely seeing it. Eric Stroop for 3, short. Porter slowing it down. Jones feeding Chu. And Chu catches a body. He'll be headed to the line as Casey Jones picks up his second personal. It looked like he just mistimed it as Jones, a great feed to Chu. So Jones with 2 will step out as Coward stepping into the game. Venters with the rebound. Venters is 52 points away from 1,000 career points. 29-24, 3:51 remaining in the half. Coming up at the half, interview with Arturo Ormond, plus highlights and stats brought to you by Visit Boise, located in scenic Southwest Idaho. Book your stay for the men's and women's championship at the Idaho Arena March 4th through 8th. VisitBoise.com. Eastern is one of 7 unbeaten teams in their conference in the nation, and tonight looking to be record-breaking as well as on an 11-game winning streak. A win tonight would give them their longest win streak in program history at the Division I level, but Weber State, in this very defensive game, the Eagles do have the 5-point lead. Coming into this game, stopping Dylan Jones of Weber State, was something that they were looking to do, and they've done a good job of that. And knowing it would be a very defensive game, making your shots is something that is very important, and the Eagles are shooting 60% as compared to 47.4% from the Wildcats. So Coach David Riley has to be happy about that. Riley in his second year at the head of the program. Both young coaches, Eric Duff in his first year as head coach for the Wildcats. Neither of them strangers to their respective programs. You see, I saw a travel call and a bit of discussion, and that is how it will remain is a Wildcat ball. Coward with the ball in his hand, falling and turning, and a bit of a scuffle, ended up with a Weber State ball. 3:30 left in the half. A big block by Price, his last year's freshman of the year, but it's all for naught as Porter creating the turnover.
30-second timeout for the Wildcats.
With that, the Wildcats are going to call a timeout. Weber State down just 5. So right now they want to be heading into the locker room on a high note. And I think it's important for Weber State to put as much points on the front end. As Eastern Washington, they are the deeper team. I did say earlier that the Wildcats were starting to develop some depth, as Steven Verplanken has been in double figures in the past 11 of 12 games. He is second on the team in scoring. But KJ Cunningham had a career-high 12 points in the win on Thursday. Cunningham shot 100% that game. Doesn't get much better than that. So they're starting to develop overall from top to bottom. Eastern Washington, that's what makes them hard to beat, as they can come at you from multiple ways. We're back underway at Reese Court, 29-24. 3 minutes left before these two teams head into the locker room. No player on the court in double-digit scoring.
So soft. It's a weight room issue. Legal foul on Ethan Price.
Price having some questions on that one. They're saying that he pushed off and he said okay. Weber State ball from the baseline. And that's Price's first personal. Jones gets it to Verplanken. Verplanken with 4 seconds on the shot clock, throws it up. No good, and Davis coming down with the rebound. Angelo can't get his 3 to fall either. And Weber State coming down with the rebound. Porter throwing it up, and that one short. Neither team able to convert. Steele Venters driving, and he was pushed out of bounds. Venters to the baseline, 4-2, and or to the free throw line, 4-2. He cannot drop it down, and Venters is actually the program all-time free throw leader coming into this game. He was 87.1% from the charity stripe. So uncharacteristic miss. But Venters there, and Allegri picking up his first personal. That's the 7th team foul. Both teams with 7 team fouls. Allegri feeding Price. Price with the hook shot around the rim and out. Weber State coming down with the ball. Ruzon into the game for Weber State and making an impact. He had the rebound on that one. Zaire Porter finding a lane. Allegri knocking it loose to teammate Tyrese Davis. Under 30 left in the half. A 2-second shot clock to game clock differential. So Eastern is going to try to wear it down as much as they can. So 14.9 seconds in the half as Eastern Washington calls the timeout. 12 seconds on the shot clock. So if I'm head coach David Riley, you have the 5-point lead, but you want the momentum going into the half. It's proven that when they do the drawn-up plays, they work, and we saw that especially in the win at the beginning of the month when Sacramento State was in town. The last second shot, the three-pointer by Steele Venters. That game was 78-65. Price to Davis. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Venters for 3. And count on Venters. Count 3. 2 seconds. And Weber State Porter getting the shot off as these two teams trading threes as we head into a streak in program history. And right now, 13 wins on home court, but there's still a second half to be played. Eastern Washington looking to limit turnovers and keep spreading the ball around. No players in double digits so far as we're underway in the second half. Weber State starting off with the ball from the corner, knocking it down. Verplanken opens up the half. And Verplanken becomes the first player in double digits on either side of the ball. Venters from 3, off the iron. Into the hands of Cunningham. And Weber State shot just above 40% from the field in the first half. So that's something they're looking to improve on, and 1-1 so far. 1-4-1 rather so far here in the second half as they feed Chu down low, and he slams it down as we have a tied game. The Wildcats have held the lead once in this game, but it was just by 2 points, and it was for a full 22 seconds. And now, coming out of the half, a quick 5 points to tie the game. And the Wildcats take over as Eagles are unable to convert. Jones taking a body on that one.
First Eagle team foul during the second half.
So Jones taking the body and taking the foul as Chu heads to the line. Riley having some words as Jones did a great job in the first half of keeping his feet down and taking the hit.
Cedric Coward will check back in for the Eagles, replacing Casey Jones.
Here we see it again. Jones thought he had his feet set, but might have been moving as the ref seeing, and it will be a non-shooting foul. As Wildcats inbound to Verplanken. Verplanken with the spin, and the J drops as the Wildcats coming out of the break with a straight 7 points and the lead, 34-32. And Verplanken, he has 5 of them. He now has 13 points for a game high. Price from the corner.
Cedric Coward, his second Eastern Washington.
Coward with the foul off the ball, and I thought that Allegri might have been called for it from pushing from behind, but Coward awarded the foul. That is his second personal. 3 Eagles, Sky for it. Venters coming down with the ball. Venters driving. Eagles doing a good job of moving the ball. Davis looked like they're getting a little bit frustrated out of the half. Davis, it looked more like he was forcing that shot. That will be Davis's second personal. Chu, guarded by Price. Price did a good job in the first half. Chu able to get above him. 9 straight points coming out of the break now. 9-0 and gives them the 36-32 lead over Eastern. And Price decides to take the shot off the mark. Coward gets the rebound and off the glass for 2 as the Eagles get their first score of the half, coming within 2, 36-34. From distance for Verplanken. And Chu picking up the foul and not happy about that one, as that is his third personal. And he definitely brings a big body presence. So Verplanken the shot off, and they call that on Chu, and he's going to go ahead and take a seat. Two young coaches in this game. David Riley in his second year as the head man, and Eric Duft in his first year as head coach for the Wildcats. Neither new to their respective programs. Duff taking over for Ray. And the shot clock reset, and Steele Venters got the bucket, and he has called for the offensive foul. He's not happy about that one. So Weber State with a 2-point lead, and it'll be their ball coming out of break.
I met Anidas 10 years ago when he first came to New America. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him and figure out what steps he needed to take in order for him to build that positive credit to the point where, fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with New America, he's got his personal accounts with New America, he's looking to buy a second home also with New America. That was a sense of fulfillment for me in saying, hey, I helped him get through these steps.
At Eastern Washington University, biologists are harnessing gut microbes to build stronger bees. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And Disability Studies works with Africana Studies to ensure villages halfway around the globe have access to clean water. An interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world, that's the new thing. It isn't a tagline, it's a philosophy wrapped in red and white. It is Eastern Washington and you.
Come on, Lucky Charm. Enough with the textbook.
You're up 1,100 and I got a test tomorrow.
What's more important, me winning a jackpot today or your entire future sometime in the future? Besides, how hard could it be? Go ahead, quiz me.
Fine. What's the square root of 349?
18.682. I just wasted my luck, didn't I?
Today's game is presented by New America Credit Union, official credit union of Eagle Athletics, the exclusive home of the EWU co-branded debit card. Live life, live well. Wildcats up 2. And Eastern, the offensive foul before we went into the break on that man right there, Steele Venters. Eagles frustrated. They're outscored 9-2 coming out of half. Their shooting percentage has fallen to 54%, so they have had the opportunity to score, but haven't been able to knock down their shots as Dylan Jones brings one off of the iron. Allegri into his hands. So converting on offense will be important for the Eagles, as they do have the depth. One thing I do like is they know how to grind it out in close games. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Allegri throws it up. Jones records another rebound as he leads the Big Sky in rebounding. Davis with the rebound. Eastern and has now given up 11 turnovers as Venters cannot get it to go, but Coward with the only points of this second half, both with a rebound and putback, as we're all tied up at 36 here at Reese Court. Price with the block. Prison trying to get above Price, but the freshman of the year last year putting up good defense, a Wildcat ball from the baseline. Jones driving against Eric Stroop and can't get it to go as the shot clock expired. Eagles with a quick transition. Casey Jones botting up, kicks it out to Coward. Coward. No good, and it landed right into the hands of Allegri as the Wildcats tried to save it. It's going out of bounds, and the Eagles retake the lead. Allegri, the right place at the right time, and he has 10. He had 17 in Thursday's win. Now has 10 tonight. Coward, he's definitely bringing another element in this half. He's got 4 points, and there he takes the hit for the offensive foul as it turns into an Eastern ball. And here we see Coward putting up good minutes. He's definitely brought an element off the bench that Eastern needs. The Swiss Army knife, according to David Riley. Native of Fresno, California, and he comes from D3 Willamette University, where he averaged a double-double. His career high points was he had 15 against UC Davis. So as he adjusts to the Big Sky from a D3, certainly doing a great job. There we saw the travel called on the Eagles. That gives the ball back to the Wildcats. And Eric Stroop didn't have his feet set as Porter will head to the charity stripe. But good job by Venters and Eric Stroop getting the double team to limit the points in the paint. And Riley not happy about that call. Porter drops his first. And there we saw the foul that led to it. And in that one, it was 2 men fighting for the ball, Coward and Jones, both on the same team. So either way, Eastern ended up with the ball. Eastern, that's one thing, that once they move the ball and find the open man, not forcing the shot, as there we saw Venters with 1 second on the shot clock. Can't get it to go as Coward and Weber State fighting for the stretch pass as Jones gets the nice lay-in off the stretch pass. The quick bucket gives the Wildcats the lead. A floater by Allegri as the Eagles take the lead right back. Allegri now with 12. The only player for the Eagles in double digits. So if the Eagles can break the scoring open, they have a lot of men that are able to put up big points as Coward records another rebound. Allegri to Eric Stroop. Eric Stroop wide open, and he takes the shot and knocks down the three as the Eagles take the 4-point lead. Eastern Washington with their largest lead, except for coming out of the half, they're leading by 5, now leading by 4, and the Wildcats going to take a TO to reset as the Eagles, they're heating up. Eagles with the 4-point lead here, but let's take a look at upcoming Eastern taking to the road. They have Sacramento State and Portland State and then Idaho. Meanwhile, Weber continues their 4-game road trip next to Idaho State and then Northern Colorado. Jones from 3 and knocks it down. Jones now with 9 points as he is a double-double machine. He only has 9 rebounds, and Eric Strupp with his second 3 in a row. Before break, he knocked one down. So the 4-point lead still there. Jones can't get his shot to go. Eric Strupp coming down with it. Stroud into the game, and he pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down. Stroud, the bench playing a big role for Eastern. Coward with 9 points, and now Stroud with 2, and Eric Strupp as well. Howard to Erikstra. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Heat check. No good as Porter comes down with it, and Porter, he's having a great game coming off the bench for the Wildcats. Ballard takes a shot from beyond the arc, knocks it down, and will be getting a shot to look to make it a 4-point play as Jones will pick up a foul on that. Wildcats within 3 and look to make it a 4-point play when we come back. Today's game is presented by Les Schwab Tires. Your local Les Schwab is proud to be a sponsor of EWU Athletics and a member of Eagle Nation. Schedule your next appointment at leschwab.com or just stop by Les Schwab Tires, where doing the right thing matters. Junior Ballard coming off the bench for the Wildcats. He has 8 so far tonight, and including what he's trying to make a 4-point play, knocking down the 3 and taking the hit from Jones. And Jones subbed out. Casey Jones for the Eagles, and Ballard now has 9 in this game coming off the bench for the Wildcats. And speaking of benches, Cedric Coward on the court for the Eagles. He has 10 rebounds and 9 points. Is at the Division III level. He was a double-double machine, and as the season has progressed, head coach David Riley's Swiss Army knife has been showing just what he has to offer. Davis from 3, no good. Jones comes down with the ball. Eagles with a takeaway, a quick transition as Davis floats it up and in. As the Eagles now with a 4-point lead. So the Wildcats have had 9 turnovers on the Eagles, but the Eagles giving them a taste of their own medicine. Cunningham for 3, answers the 2 with 3. To bring the Wildcats within 1. And Cunningham had a career-high 12 points in the win on Thursday, and he started the last 10 games for the Wildcats. Five seconds on the shot clock. Steele Venters forcing the shot from distance, short, but Coward is there, and Allegri taking the shot, and that's what good teammates are for, as Allegri knocks it down. The only player for the Eagles in double digits. He now has 7 minutes left in this game. Chu back in the game, able to go above Venters. Eagles with a 4-point lead. Great shot from Allegri.
I have my own story. I have my own journey. I have my own struggles and persevere.
I uplift my community.
I am a cancer fighter.
I'm a first-generation American.
I am a researcher.
I am a singer. I am an aspiring nurse.
I am a daughter.
I am an international student.
We are more than just athletes.
We are more than just athletes.
We are more than just athletes.
We are more than just athletes. We are the Big Sky Conference.
At Eastern Washington University, biologists are harnessing gut microbes to build stronger bees. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And Disability Studies works with Africana Studies to ensure villages halfway around the globe have access to clean water. An interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world, that's the new thing. It isn't a tagline, it's a philosophy wrapped in red and white. It is Eastern Washington and you.
Healthy communities need more than health care. This is MultiCare. We're here for you.
Today's game is presented by MultiCare. MultiCare Health System is the official medical provider of Eagle Athletics. We're here for Eagles on and off the court. A very physical game here tonight, and we see that reflected in the fouls. Two of Weber State starters now with 3 personals, including this technical on Dylan Jones. So he now has 3 as under 7 minutes to play. That could come into effect down the stretch. And Jones still having words with the Stripes. Dylan Jones in the running to be the Big Sky Player of the Year, as Venters drops his first. And Venters, heading into this game, leads the program and the all-time free throw leader, coming into this game averaging 87.1%, and also just putting up points. He's 52 points away from his 1,000th point in his career. That was heading into tonight's game. Venters with 10 points now in this one, and Jones makes his back. And with that, Jones is now in double digits. He now has 11, and that brings Wildcats within 4. 6:50 left in this game. Big man guarding each other, Price and Chu.
Three-second violation, Weaver State ball.
Weber State taking over, and a bit of confusion. Eastern Washington with a 4-point lead. And Dyson Kohler with the 3 brings the Wildcats within 1. The 3 ball playing a big role in this game as Angelo or Allegri from the corner trading off 3s to extend the lead, give them a 4-point cushion. There's been 6 lead changes in this game. As Weber State has only led 4 minutes compared to Eastern's 24, but down and not out as Chu adds another 2. Chu with 7 so far in this game. Davis gives it to Coward, and Coward, he now has a double-double with 10 rebounds and 11 points coming off the bench, and he dominated at the D3 level. Now coming to the Big Sky, he's finally catching up, and he's David Riley's Swiss Army knife. Jones driving, and Coward able to poke the ball away from Jones. That leads the Big Sky in rebounds. So Jones leads the Big Sky in rebounds, but Eastern as a team leading the Big Sky in rebounds. Davis, a bit too much pressure put on him by Steven Verplanken. That is Verplanken's first personal. If there's a player to pick it up, it would be him. A non-shooting foul, as it will be an Eastern ball from the baseline. Davis stepping out of the game. Jones back into the game for the Eagles. Allegri finds a lane and drops it in. That extends the lead to 6. And Allegri now with 20 points for the Eagles. 3 Eagles now in double digits. Coward, Venters, and Allegri. Nice feed and put in. That's Kohler. Venters for 3. Mark, but Coward reaching over the back. Eastern Washington leading 62-58. is our multi-care play of the game. Dane Erikstroop hitting back-to-back threes. Coming off the bench, he has 6 points, but they came at the perfect time as the Eagles have gotten the lead back. There has been 6 lead changes in this game so far. Right now, the Eagles with a 4-point cushion against the Wildcats of Weber State. And Erikstroop, he's been playing some good minutes as of lately. Coming off the bench, he had 20 points in the 3-point decision over Northern Arizona just a few games ago. So Erikstroop giving some depth to this Eastern bench. And Coward, he's been having a good game, speaking of the bench, now with a double-double, 11 rebounds, 11 points, but he's sitting with 4 personals. Could foul out of this game, but with 3:20 in the game, he's staying on the court. Price for 3. And the Wildcats wrestle their way to the ball as Verplanken gets it into his teammate. Dylan Jones trying to find what to do. He keeps it himself, goes above Allegri, drops it in for 2 to bring the Wildcats within 2. Jones now has 13. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Allegri about to throw it up and decided to get the easy basket. The easy basket coming down low from Price. Last year's Big Sky Freshman of the Year, Ethan Price, been playing some big minutes on defense. He only has 5 points in the game, but just being that big body in there has done the Eagles a lot of good. As we see here, he's fed down low, breaks his man, sends him packing, and then cashes in 2 points. Chu maybe stepping the wrong way as Weber State's starting big man will take a seat. And I think that play in particular, it's 2 points. It's at the final 3 minutes of the game, but more importantly, with 20 seconds left on the shot clock, Allegri was thinking about shooting the 3. Instead, he pulls back and moves the ball and finds the easy bucket. And that's exactly what Eastern needs to do. And with that, Coward will foul out of the game, reaching. And the Wildcats in the bonus, 1-1. So that is Coward's 5th personal, as he'll have to take a seat. But what a great game he has had until fouling, having him step out of the game, and Casey Jones will be stepping in. But Coward has to be happy about that. 11 rebounds, 11 points, a double-double coming off the bench, a transfer from Willamette University. And the impact he had on this game, David Riley knew he had 4 fouls and kept him in the game, kept him on the court for as long as he could, as Jones knocks down his first and he will get a second. Jones now with 14 points. Jones knocks down his second to bring the Wildcats within 2. Angelo with the shot from far, and Splash knocking it down. He now has 23. Allegri, he was feeling it the last possession. He thought about shooting the 3, instead pulled up, gave Price 2. down low that time. Angelo knew he was rolling as he sinks the 3 ball to give the Eagles the 5-point lead. And here we see a replay of that. Allegri finds an opening and makes no mistake. He had 17 on Thursday. So far tonight, he has 23 with a game high. And Allegri was our Hyde Bailey impact player to watch. And he also does his part in rebounding. He's 10th in rebounds in the Big Sky, averaging 5.64 heading into this game. And he has 5 so far tonight. A look at Weber State. They're tied with Montana State with 2 losses. A win tonight would give them the push in the second half of the season, where this will be the end of the first half of the season. And a lively crowd we have here at Reese Court. Behind me is the Flight Club. Number 1 rule about the Flight Club is you don't talk about the Flight Club. The Weber State ball. 1:40 left in this ball game. 4-3. That's knocked down by Steven Verplanken. Having a great game, leading the Wildcats right now with 16 points. Verplanken second in scoring overall for the Wildcats, behind Dylan Jones. Five seconds on the shot clock, and Venters gets the shot up, but he is fouled by Kohler. Steele Venters will head to the charity stripe. And that is Kohler's first personal. And the 5th team foul. So here's a look at that foul well behind the 3-point line. And Venters taking the hit and trades it in for 3 shots. Venters leading Eastern's all-time program history as the free throw leader coming into this game, shooting 87.1%. So the wrong guy to foul from beyond the arc. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. That gives the Eagles a 5-point lead, 70-65, 105 left in this ball game. Ballard for 3 knocks it down. And Ballard now in double digits. He has 12. So right now with 102, a 2-point game, plenty of time left here at Reese Court. And here we see it again. He wasted no time putting the shot up, as time is something that can come and go quickly. So 2 young coaches. Riley for the Eagles in his 2nd year. And Eric Duft in his first season as the head man. He replaced Randy Ray, who retired after 16 years, but Duff spent all 16 seasons as an assistant coach under Ray, so very familiar with the program. Although in the new role as Weber State finds themselves down 2, Jones kicking it out to Price. Price shooting above Jones around the rim. And a foul by Ballard off the ball as Jones taking the hit. That is a big foul as Weber State, they have the rebound, and here we'll take a look at it. Jones trying to go in. There just was thrown back. And Jones, a big man himself, has the build of a football player, so to throw him, you knew that there was a little extra oomph going into it. So Jones takes the hit. Eastern Washington takes the ball, 39.7 seconds left in this one. Venters into Davis, back to Venters. Jones to Allegri. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as Price gives it back to Allegri. Allegri for 3, and he knocks it down. A big shot at a big time in this game. 20 seconds to go. Eagles with the 5-point lead, and Price denying on that one. But there is a foul. So 73-68, 18.3 seconds left in this one. What a big shot by Angelo Allegri. He led the Eagles on Thursday with 17 points. He has 26 tonight, including the three-pointer with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He made no mistake. And here we see the foul as Price thought he got all ball. And the men in stripes are reviewing it. Our officials tonight, Ryan Holmes, Doug Sturdivant, and Scott Debo. They will review that and see if Price got all ball. As Price, he's played a big part on defense. Last year's Big Sky Freshman of the Year, being the big body that Eastern needs. A 6'10" sophomore out of England, and he's averaging 9.7 points a game and 4.8 rebounds a game. So still being discussed what will come out of this play, but with 18.3 seconds, Eastern Washington has the 5-point lead. With a win tonight, the Eagles would move to a 10-0 and be on a 14-game winning streak here at Reese Court, which is a program high, and 10-0 for the first time in program history, as well as something right now they are tied for teams that have won 11 games in a row. So with a win tonight, they will be the only team in Eagle program history to get 12 wins in a row, but 18.3 seconds and 5 points right now separating Weber State from a win on the road. And Weber State is on a 3-game winning streak themselves, and it's really interesting. They put up the most points that they've put up with the win against Portland State, put up the least amount of points that they've ever put up in the win against Sacramento State. And then their third win in a row was on Thursday, the 73-65 decision against Idaho, as they are on their 4-game road trip that started in Idaho, now Eastern, and then Idaho State and Northern Colorado after this. So they are counting the last one as a foul as Price and Jones makes the shot. Jones now with 18.
Timeout, Eastern Washington.
Eastern Washington taking the timeout. Weber State playing tight defense. Now down just 2 as the bucket and the foul counted. So this game just got a whole lot closer here at Reese Court. So Eastern Washington, they have the 2-point lead. I think the big part is not giving Weber State the ball back. Because if they hold on to the ball and just hold on to it, they get the win. Or if they put up points at the very end of it, if they settle for 2, it still puts it out of reach from the 3 ball. So drawn up play by David Riley. We'll see what he comes up with. The Wildcats, 3 players in double digits. And that's what's hard about being the Eagles right now, sitting 9-0 in conference. They're the ones that have the target on their back. They're the ones that everybody wants to have their best game against. So they really have to bring it every night, where as the 3rd through 10 teams in the Big Sky, they can win or lose on any given night. It's really hard to tell, where Eastern in front, the full press. By Weber, and they will foul Allegri.
Second personal foul. 17th foul for Weber State.
So Junior Ballard with the foul on Allegri. That is Ballard's 2nd personal. 15.9 seconds left in the game. Allegri.
Angelo Allegri shooting 1-1.
Shooting 1-1. That is the 7th team foul for the Wildcats. So Eastern hanging back. Hanging back because they know Allegri, he was going to drop that first one. He'll get the chance to shoot a second. 74-71, 27 points now for Allegri. 15.9 seconds left in the game as Allegri drops his second. Make it a 2-score game. 4-3. In and out, rattles around. Davis coming down. 6 seconds. A deep ball as Venters will hold on to it as time expires. And the Eagles crowd is loving it here